So therefore, when you make the wudu, number one, passing gas breaks it. Number two, urination. Number three, defecation. Number four, falling asleep. We don't want to get into, again, like I told you, if you just a little nod or something, but if you lay down and you rest your limbs, then you got to make wudu. Number five is any form of climaxing. If you climax, then now you are in a state of what we call hadath akbar. This is the higher state of impurity. You got to take a full bath. You got to take a full shower, a full ghusl. And this is one of the things we forget to tell the new shahadas. That when they take shahada, we have to remember the brothers that give people shahadas, that those new shahadas got to go and take a shower. Why is this? Because we don't know if they may be in a state of najasa. They might be in a state of where they have climaxed, whatever. It's not our business how they climax, whatever it is. It's just that if a man ejaculates any kind of way, then that means that he has to now renew his wudu. If he is with his spouse, we only talking about spouses. We ain't talking about girlfriends. We ain't talking about side chicks. We talking about spouses here. This is Islam. If you are with your spouse and you enter your spouse, but you do not come, you still got to go and make a complete shower because you've entered her. Once you've entered her, brother be like, well, what about condoms? Man, same thing. Once you entered her, then now you got to make a complete bath. You got to make a complete ghusl. So whether you climaxed or not, if you go in, then you got to go make a complete bath. And then obviously with the bath, you make wudu. And another one, they say if you, and most of us probably won't experience this, if you eat camel meat. If you eat camel meat, then you have to make wudu. So, yes. That's a fiqh issue, and so I want to keep it simple. Okay, but alhamdulillah, that's a fiqh issue, and I mentioned that last time. The brother was talking about if you get arousal, okay, because sometimes when you get aroused, you know what I'm saying. You know what? If you do get aroused, and there's some semen that comes out because this happens. So if there's something little, because we got three aspects of what comes out. So it's that pre-cum that comes out. If that comes out, and you haven't done anything, you just hug your wife, kiss your wife, whatever it is, then you should go and just wash your private part, and that's sufficient. Wash your private part, and that's sufficient. Okay? Q&A later. Throwing up does not break the wudu. Giving blood, that's a questionable issue too. I want to keep it simple. Most of the things, that's the reason why I want to just keep it simple, because most of us not going to be giving away blood, and most of us ain't going to be throwing up unless you drinking. You know what I'm saying? And you shouldn't be drinking.
What if you just cut
No, I'm just joking. Cut yourself, that's fine. You can cut yourself. There was brothers making salat and arrows was hitting them, you know, in jihad. Arrows was hitting them, yes.
I want to know about joining the ranks of prayer.
Wallahi, that was my next portion. MashaAllah, that was very good question. Very good question. So now, is there any questions about wudu before I finish? Yeah.
The mouth bleed, that's not good?
No. Just rinse your mouth out. Obviously, if there's any blood or whatever, you try to rinse it out, wash it. Okay? Now, when it comes to the prayer, and this is good, I'm glad the brother asked the question, and I'm also glad because I saw it. I see it in the ranks. Okay? So, Ibrahim. Now, we got situations. That's your bad. That's your bad. Fish? So now when it comes to the prayer, obviously you have an imam. Many times brothers come to the prayer and they have to learn how to go into the ranks. When it's a whole jamaat, a whole congregation, then it's easy to go into the ranks. You just simply, you know, if it's 4 or 5 people, then you just go, and usually we start on the right side. But if it's swinging so far to the right, then you can just come in the left. It's not a haram thing. It's not a wrong thing. The issue is how to come into the, so here, when you come into the ranks, and we just praying, and you have to come into, no, shake. So say, for example, you got Ibrahim. Okay, so everybody see this? So now, maybe we do it this way. We face this way. Okay? So now always know that the imam is going to be on the left side. All right? So the imam is on the left, and the brother, and then the follower is on the right. So now, if you're coming into the ranks, just imagine it's 3 or 4 people. I'm just doing 2 right now. You just simply, you come in, you made your wudu, you see them already praying, Allahu Akbar. And you start your prayer with them. Imam move, Allahu Akbar. No. I'm talking about just change into ruku. Then everybody go down, Allahu Akbar. The important thing is we have order about Islam. So make sure that you let the imam finish his move. When he finishes his move completely, go ahead, Emil.
What, going to ruku?
Yeah. You didn't even say Allahu Akbar. Now Ibrahim's finished. Allahu Akbar. I have seen people hit the floor before I hit the floor. Okay? We do not do that. All right? Now, if you got brothers, this is important because you're going to come in there and you're going to be finished with wudu and you got to know what to do. If you come into the ranks and there's just 2 brothers praying, sisters, this is a complete different thing for you all. You all do not do this. You just fill in the ranks. We'll deal with that later. But it's also good for the brothers to know that because you may have to tell your wives because they may be in some function, okay? So now, if you come into the prayer and you see 2 brothers praying, you tap the imam. The imam, you tap him 1 time. And then go. You see how slowly he moved up? And he move up and then you come in. Allahu Akbar. You see that? We're going to do it again. Back up. And move. So we say, brother coming in, he like, now you got to look. Tap the imam. Imam going to move up slowly. And you step in. Got it? Allahu Akbar. Like that. Okay? Or we can do the opposite. You know what to do. Opposite if I tap you. Yeah. Okay, so here, you just be the man. You just be the man. Let me show you. No. Alright? So now, say for example, the brother on the left, the imam. Alright? He can do either one. You can tap him, he moves back. Very slowly. Allahu Akbar. He's the imam. Alright? Very simple. Okay? You see how we got order? You know? Now, say for example, if he's the imam, he's going to switch back up. And he's in ruku. Alright? He's in ruku. Allahu Akbar. Now they both down. In order for me to be, because remember now, we're trying to catch the congregation. We're trying to catch the jama'ah. So now, and this is for new shadows, man, this can be complicated. Don't worry about it, you'll get it. But it's important because you may come here to pray and you're going to see maybe 2 brothers praying, something like this. If they're like this, if they're like this, you catch them before he comes up. Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar. 2 Allahu Akbars. All right? That's called takbir. 2 takbirats. In order to get, the first one is entering the prayer, Allahu Akbar. The second one is going in that position. If you catch the imam before he comes up, you don't have to make that over. Understand, you don't have to make that over. If Ibrahim comes up, go up, Ibrahim. We good. We good. If he comes up and I don't get a chance to catch it, then I got to make that ruku over. All right, I got to make that raka over. Okay, we learned this in it. Raka means the units. Now, say for example, to show you how Allah make it easy. Come in. And look, when you go tap somebody, just tap them. You know, it's not something hard or whatever. You just kind of just let them know because you don't want to disturb his prayer. Sometimes you have to recognize who knows what to do. So sometimes you may have a brother that's leading and that really don't know what to do. But if you see this brother, you may have to tap him. That takes time to learn your community. Now, say for example, Ibrahim go into ruku. Allahu Akbar. Now, Sean, go into ruku. Now, say for example, I haven't caught up to the line, but I want to catch that. So you can literally, and this is just something just to know, you can literally stop here. Say, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar. Now come up, Eve. And then I can move up. I can move up. All right? But you got to move with, you know, like a short pace. You see that? So, because I may be coming from the back, and the imam is a person that should be aware when people are coming up. I can hear people coming, so sometimes I stay. But if you don't know, you can be Allahu Akbar, and then when he comes up, then you can fill in the ranks. But you got to do it smoothly. You cannot be, you know, go into the, go, you say Allahu Akbar. And now I see him, and then I see him come, I can't do that, Allahu Akbar, and then be like that. You got to do it real slow, okay, to come up. If you can't get there, then don't. Brothers sometimes run it. It's what you call makruh, to run for the prayer. So I hear brothers sprinting from the back all the way up. Don't sprint, because now you're in the prayer, and you smoke squares. Your whole prayer through for about 2 rakahs, then you catch up. Go ahead and get on that. All right. So, anything else I'm missing?
Just look at